As a young man and a young hunter, the most important thing in the world was to kill a limit of ducks. I wanted to fool them any way possible. I would try anything if I thought it would help me shoot at least one more duck. This drove me to where I am today. I've entered calling contests, carving contests, guided hunters, and eventually started making hunting products. I wouldn't trade those days for anything. Those experiences are priceless to me. But today, I enjoy my time spent at home. I take a lot of pride in hunting my own dirt, planting food for wildlife, growing a property into something more. It provides food for thousands of migratory waterfowl every fall and spring. I enjoy hunting with my friends, but most of all, I enjoy hunting with my kids and watching them grow, not only into adults, but also conservationists. Oh, it is, right down here.
Up here, you think it's leaking?
No, I looked at all that, no.
Valve's tight?
Yep, that's all good. This unit down here is leaking. There's a muskrat hole right down here. I was like, because I was gone this past weekend in Illinois deer hunting, and my buddy Dick Rody came out here and he said, hey, your deer food plot's got water in it. I went, no way. He said, I'm telling you, it's got water in it.
I thought you pumped it up.
No, I'm gonna try to pump it out.
I was trying to think, what the hell would he do that for?
No, it's killing all my, I planted 3 acres, or probably 2 acres of food there, and it's probably dead by now. But I'm gonna try to, I get this down low enough to get the water to stop here and on your place, and then I'm gonna put the pump in here down on that corner and try to get as much as I can of this out there. We got a Christofola, we got a muskrat hole over here, flooding my deer food plot over here and flooding my neighbor's beans, so he's not so happy with me, which I understand though. We gotta get this water down so that muskrat hole, we can fix it. And then this is our new unit. This is where we're gonna be hunting for the next week. And I need about 16 inches of water. So we're gonna just take this water, move it over there. So gotta get her going.
Pretty crazy how Greg comes out here and does all this stuff just to kill a couple ducks. Love this stuff, man.
A little more, come on, big boy. There we go. No.
A little sloppy.
Huh? We gotta tighten that up. All right. You wouldn't happen to have any kind of tools in your truck, would you?
Might have something. Just to kill a couple ducks. Fred's crazy, without a doubt.
All right, I want to show everyone what we made here. What we did, we started with two 23-foot pontoons that a friend of mine gave me. He wasn't using it anymore, but we built a aluminum frame because I just had the pontoon boat. So if you had the whole pontoon boat, you wouldn't have to do that. But we built a nice sturdy aluminum frame underneath here. Then we put treated decking on it. We just used this stuff. We went to Lowe's and bought the treated decking, and we went ahead and put it on with screws and did it. So we just have a nice steady deal, and we made it so the water could drain through. It's a nice color and very, very durable to last a long time. So then what we did is we built it and constructed the blind on top. Now the blind, as you can see, the pontoons are 23 foot. The blind itself is 20 foot long. On this particular blind, we can hunt 7 people and run a dog out here, absolutely no problem. What the cool part about this whole blind is, it's very low profile, and I'll show you a little bit why. We had some aluminum tubs built that we put inside the deck. So it actually goes down, your feet are actually right on the water level. So we're actually sitting on the deck of this. Now I've seen pontoon boats in the past that they start with the deck and then build the entire blind on top, and you get so high that when you get out here in a field like this, it's just hard to hide. So we actually sit on this deck, our feet are down below, very low profile, almost invisible. Now why do we do this here where we hunt? Is because we're able to move to where the ducks are. So in this little unit here, we have a 10-acre unit flooded. Now you have to be right on the X of that 10 acres. Instead of being at a pit blind or a stationary blind that's built and trying to call the ducks to you when they want to be over 50, 60 yards because the food's over there, it's easier to get to. This allows us to move right to where the ducks want to be. So on a daily basis or a weekly basis, 2 guys, even as big as this blind is, hook that rope up, we can pull this blind around, we can move with a tractor, whatever you want, and we can be right where the ducks want to be. Very, very important. But doesn't cost a lot to make. Free pontoons, I think I had like $2,100 in the aluminum frame that was made for it. And I think about $400 or $500 in lumber. So under $3 grand in this entire thing, and it'll last us for years. So a great investment, a cool blind. Pretty cool looking right there, huh? This is our brand new oversized black mallards. We got Drake's hens, and then that's one of my favorite right there. It's oversized, designed for open water, but we're gonna try them out here today. Pretty excited about using new decoys. All right, so this field right here is a 10-acre impoundment. We got about 8.5, maybe 9 acres of corn in it. What we do is we plant it full, and when it gets about, I'd say knee high, around the 4th of July, something like that, right after we put the nitrogen on, actually, I pick a spot that the corn didn't grow as well. This here is a natural low spot. So I just take my tractor on my bush hog, mow me a path in there, I mow about a 30, 35 yard circle, and then I go upwind, in this case to the west, I mow a strip. Then that corn doesn't come up, and what it does, it comes up, but it actually grows, doesn't produce any ears of corn. It's totally legal, and we have a nice clean hole. As you can see, after I put the nitrogen in, then we have barnyard grass cover the whole hole. And to be honest with you, the mallards, especially earlier in the year, prefer barnyard grass over corn anyway. So it's a great way, nice small hole, so when you decoy, they're right in front of you.
You guys can expect the action to be extremely heavy on your end down there. As soon as that first scout comes out and sees me here, sitting here, he'll go back and tell all the rest. So the majority of the action will be over here where you and Matt are. They will not come when this is the boat.
Them ducks know you that well?
I'm just telling you, watch where all the action is. As soon as they figure out that I'm here.
Well, see, when we had the boat up there at 10 yards, I knew Matt and I were going to get all the action. So I pulled it over here to try to balance it out.
Well, I'm just telling you, them ducks ain't as dumb as you think they are. You see that old gray-haired son of a gun down in there?
with his tinted glasses.
They know it's too early from Santa Claus.
With his sunglasses on. With his sunglasses. You're gonna go back and say, hey, there's a fat little guy in here, looks like Jolly St. Nick.
I can tell you what's going to happen. He's going to get up. We're going to tell him this one's a decoy. He's going to say, which one's a green head?
What's going to happen is what always happens.
Why do you have those sunglasses on?
You guys will say, because I don't know, that's the way they turn colors.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, paid a lot of money for these sunglasses.
Right,
Anyway.
here they come.
Oh, yeah.
They might make it.
Here they come.
I see him. They're over here. I saw them. Oh, they're dropping like crazy.
You're right there, buddy, man.
Oh, if they all come right there.
Oh my God!
Yeah! I strike.
The old banded duck.
I love it. No, it's just, it looks pretty new. He would be cussing me. I did not head shoot that. That is called puffed.
Wham. Heck yeah. That's the way to get her done right there.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for letting me shoot that one. That completes my hunt for me.
So this unit of corn right here, it's a 10-acre unit. I'd say there's about 8.5, 9 acres of corn in here. We hunted last night, but the ducks, we ended up shooting 8 greenheads in a band. The ducks are a little bit skittish. When ducks are feeding in an impoundment, which they were to the south here, and we pretty much drew the water off it, moved it over in here, plus we pumped it from the deep wells. The ducks are just not settled in here yet. When you walk around, you see a lot of the corn has not been eaten yet. Fresh field, and the ducks are a little bit nervous to it. Every day from here on out, I'd say the next 4 or 5 days, every day should get a lot better. So I'm about ready to find out, ain't we, Captain Dick?
They should get a little more comfortable every day.
They should.
Hopefully.
Ease down.
Woodies, get ready, coming right home. Get ready, get
Woodies,
ready.
Woodies.
Out front.
Out front.
One's bombing. Here they come. Where'd he go, man?
Over here to the right, I believe. Get it. Right here, right here, right here. Right, come right home, right in home, right in home. Drake, that's a Drake.
Get it, Betty.
Time to think about waterfowl hunting. I want to talk a little bit about what you should be thinking about when you're standing at that gun counter or that sporting goods store looking to buy something. I prefer a Pattern Master. Now this is a code black duck / long range. My very favorite tube when shooting steel shot. What's really important about this tube is the stud rings in there. So as the wad comes up through the barrel, hits the tube here, the stud ring grabs the wad and stalls it out for just a fraction of a second and allows the pellets to exit the wad. Why is that so important? It shortens your shot string, number one, and it doesn't work on constriction, so all your pellets have a lot of velocity and you don't have any issue with the wad hitting the shot or deflecting some of the shot. You have all your pattern downrange, and that's very, very important.
This segment was brought to you by Pattern Master, the science of shot.
Joe Maller's just really kind of nocturnal, isn't he, right now? Unbelievable.
I remember so many hunts, so to be sunshiny 50 degrees.
Yeah.
You get mid to late November, you got to have some weather to move them, because even though this is, like we were talking about earlier, even though this has not been pounded, where they came from has been pounded. You know,
Yeah.
where it be Walpole, where it be up on the reservations,
Yeah.
Lake Sinclair, Michigan,
Right.
you know, Canada. These ducks have been shot at. So when you get this time of year, you got to have a little weather.
These ducks are a product of the environment around them, and that's why they're so nocturnal, because they've just been getting pounded and pounded and pounded around here, you know?
That's what Tyler asked me. He says, why are these ducks nocturnal? This flooded corn. You've seen it in your lifetime, ain't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When those ducks had to fly to cornfields, they eat, they come back and sit in the water all day, and you can shoot them, they move around all day.
That's right. That's right.
Because they either fed in the marsh, or they fed out in the cornfields in the evenings or in the mornings, you know.
Yep.
Now they pretty much sit out in the open water in the refuge, not moving much,
Right.
and then come nighttime, they come out to these places.
Yep.
Evolution. Some
Yeah.
of it's the duck, some of it's the man making them that way, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you haven't hunted this property that hard at all this year.
No.
And for these birds to be as nocturnal as they are, it's that's not on your you know, that's not on your plate. Oh well, that's why they call it hunting.
I'm not much on hunting, I like killing.
So I tell my customers all the time on the chart, well, that's why they call it fishing, not catching. That's all right. We do a lot of catching. And as you get older, it changes a little bit for you too. You know, I remember when I was young, and my dad died when I was 18 years old. You know, and I started hunting with him when I was 10, and he died when I was 18. So we had 6, 7, 8 years we hunted together. But when you're 18 years old, you're not paying attention to your dad like you should. You know, I miss him every day of my life. Every time I go hunting, I think of him and the fun we had. But my father-in-law told me, there'll come a day in your life when you don't have to kill the limit. Well, when I was 19, 20, 23, I mean, it was all about going out and killing a limit of ducks, man. That was, if I came home and didn't have a limit of ducks, I was, you know, painting a layout boat a different color, working on the decoys, thinking they're seeing the strings, you know, and it was just the most important thing in the world to kill a limit of ducks. And now it's just more fun for me to be out and shoot a few ducks, and like you say, be with friends and people that you love, and it's not about the catch or the kill anymore for me.
It's good when you have both, though, ain't it?
Right. Yeah.
But that one thing that used to drive you insane isn't as important as I get it.
Oh, you know, and that sounds like I'm preaching a little, you know, and I'm really not. But like my good friend Rick Johansson tells me, I get on my box and keep telling him that, you know. He says, yeah, but he says, you're going to only go about 3 or 4 days without pulling your trigger. He said, then a guy's got to shoot one, he says. You know, he's right. He's right about that.
Generally speaking, I mean, we get to travel and we see some places that obviously has a lot better hunting than what we do here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's still no place like hunting at home.
No.
You know, all the work that we do here, summer long, working the ground, planting it, fertilizing, spraying, everything like that's a lot of work, but you do it because of friends, being able to take friends out, being able to sleep in your own bed, having, like my dad's going to come up this weekend, hanging out and doing that, and nothing like killing a big deer on your own dirt or you know, shooting a limit of ducks on your own dirt.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It really is cool.
Turn out the lights. Switch off your phone. Follow the signs. Follow me home. Reach for the things you like, and I'll go on. All we have is time.
As time has passed, I've learned to appreciate different things in life. Like my good friend Dick Rohde and many other waterfowlers, I love to leave the field with a limit of ducks. But today, that isn't the most important thing to me. There is a lot of pride in having your own place, sharing it with family and friends, all while staying and sleeping in your own home and bed. That's a feeling that isn't just indescribable, but irreplaceable.
Painting a dance, risking a smile over the edge, under the sky. I wish you were mine. Turn out the lights, switch off your phone. Follow the signs, follow me home. Reach for the things you